Hey there, Trailblazers, I hope you guys are all doing well. So, just a few hours ago, we have received some new juicy information related to new characters and rerun banners coming to Honkai Star Rail in the upcoming updates. This includes the playable version of PHAINON having the ability to switch to a new second form during battle, some info related to CYRENE's possible release date, and also her getting a dedicated support in the future, the expected rerun banner characters for version 3.1, and also some small info related to the unit rarity for the Fate collaboration. But before we begin, let me just give a disclaimer that everything in this video is based on info taken from various different sources, and should be taken with a grain of salt until we get official confirmation. Also, a fair warning, I'll be discussing some story spoilers related to Honkai Impact 3's main story to give some context to the information related to PHAINON. So feel free to skip ahead by clicking the timestamp in the description if you're sensitive to spoilers. With that out of the way, let's begin without wasting any more time. Alright, let's first start with the info related to PHAINON's new form. So according to some information from a new source named Uncle Greek Milk, PHAINON as a playable character has two in-game models, with the second model having wings. Besides the wings part, the source gave us no description of what this second form of PHAINON looks like. But I am guessing it's either PHAINON's diabolic form which you fight as a boss during the story of Hoyo's other game, Honkai Impact 3, which would honestly be pretty sick if this info actually turns out to be accurate, as the boss version of Diabolic Heaven was pretty awesome looking when you fight him during Honkai Impact's main story, and I always wanted a playable version of Kevin with the diabolic form in that game, which sadly never happened. So that's basically all of the current information we got related to PHAINON's new playable form. Next up, let's go over the rerun banners for version 3.1. So, according to some info from a pretty reliable source, version 3.1 is set to release one rerun banner character in each phase of the update. Starting with phase 1 of the patch, we'll be getting the rerun banner for Yunli alongside Triby's banner. While in phase 2 of the update, we'll be getting another rerun for Luocha alongside the banner for Mighty Eye. This is a pretty alright rerun lineup in my opinion, although the fact that we're back to only getting one rerun banner per phase is honestly pretty frustrating to see, as triple banners should be standard in every update at this point, so older units get their reruns more quickly rather than forcing players to wait for almost a year for their favorite character to finally get their rerun. But hey, what can you do about that, right? So that's basically all of the info we got related to the rerun banner lineup for the upcoming version 3.1 update. Moving on, let's go over some new info that we have received related to CYRENE's possible release date, and also her getting a dedicated support character. So according to some details from another news source, CYRENE is stated to be a limited ice element character that follows the remembrance path. As for her release date, CYRENE is set to release during version 3.7 as the only new limited character in the entire update. So yeah, the prediction I made in one of my previous videos of CYRENE being an ice remembrance unit may actually turn out to be accurate after all. Also, the fact that she will be the only new limited unit to release during version 3.7 is honestly some pretty relieving news for my stellar Jade wallet. Furthermore, the same source that gave us the info for PHAINON aka Uncle Greek Milk also came out and mentioned that CYRENE will also be getting a dedicated 4-star support character in the same patch as her banner release. This new unit is said to be specifically made to strongly synergize with CYRENE and will most likely be her best free-to-play support option. So that's pretty much all of the new info we got related to CYRENE. Lastly, let's go over some info related to the unit rarity for the upcoming Fate collaboration characters. So according to the same source that gave us the info related to CYRENE's upcoming support character, who stated that 2 of the featured units in the upcoming Fate collaboration update will be a limited 4-star character. If you guys don't already know, the 2 collaboration units that are said to release during the update is Saber and Archer according to some old info we received a month ago. So assuming the info from this source is accurate, either one of the 2 could be a 4-star character. But before any of you guys get upset by this news, the source that provided this information is pretty new and does not have existing track record. So I suggest taking everything presented with a grain of salt until we get more concrete information. So that's pretty much all of the current information that I have for this video. If you found the info in this video helpful, feel free to give it a like, And also don't forget to subscribe to my channel to stay up to date with all the latest HSR news and information. That's it for now, so I'll see you in the next video.